Oh, almost got me there. Almost got it.
Nonetheless, welcome to podcast number 6, episode 6. This is the late night edition here on.
Oh my
way
God.
late night edition. Jim's gonna be struggling after this one.
I'm
struggling now.
It's currently 9:45, well past Jim's bedtime.
This is when Tommy wakes up.
Yeah, Tom.
For all of those listening, I literally just walked in the door from work because I had an evening shift. I'm going to play Jim from last episode, actually.
So tell me,
I can't believe I worked one day. Now I can't even talk to anyone.
Tell me what is the shift that you're doing, and why am I podcasting on into the wee hours of the night?
Well, as you know, I'm still a resident, and I have no ability to make decisions on my own shifts or anything like that.
Terrible.
So we have like an evening shift at one of our ancillary hospitals. Terrible. And so now I'm on the evening shift for the evening shift the next 2 weeks. So I get home at 8:00 at night, or like 8:30. Also, it's way far away. It takes it's 45 minutes there with traffic and stuff like that. Just like an all around terrible process.
Oh, it's at a it's at a further location than your usual.
Yeah, it's like out like in the very out. It's like a whole separate city. Technically, it's not part of the city, but it's like on the outskirts.
What's the address so people can pick at you?
Yeah, they can send their patients over me.
Put the address up on the screen here.
Yeah, yeah, put it up exactly.
Michael, you might have to do the screen sharing today because my internet is slow.
Jim didn't pay his bills.
God, it turns out Prodigy is not an ISP anymore.
I don't know what that means.
Jim has the same upload as Mom does.
You don't remember Prodigy?
No, I remember Walmart Connect we used to have.
Yeah,
pull that up,
Walmart
Jamie.
Connect.
Yeah,
you pull it up. I can't. My internet's
I can't
too
pull
slow.
it up. No, you can handle it. You have to because I can't do it on my screen.
Yeah, I can pull it up. Let me see real fast.
I'm by far the best at doing this kind of thing, which is sad because my internet sucks.
No, I think you can handle it. You're doing well right now.
Oh, great. Thanks, Michael. Tommy, what were you saying about your stupid job and your stupid life?
Nothing of importance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, you work late for the first time in your life. You actually worked. And then you
First of all, by the way,
late.
I was on call this weekend. This is my 11th day in a row of work. You know how Jim gets 3 days of work, and he's like, I couldn't possibly manage this.
First of all, I don't have any days off because any day off I have to chase around a 1.5-year-old.
Oh, here we go.
This is also my 11th day work.
Yeah,
I wasn't going to say anything. You're the one that brought it up. I'm cranky because it's 9:30 at night, and we're going to be fighting a little bit more this time.
Jim's tired.
Yeah. Jim, when was the last time you were up this late?
Oh God, it was I don't know, probably a week ago when B started crying around this time. I had to go back in and
console
say it's okay. It's okay.
I was up till like 11 last night because I couldn't stop watching that stupid Inventing Anna show on Netflix.
I love that show.
You watched it?
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you finish it?
No, I got like 3-4 episodes in. I haven't been able to. I was waiting for Caitlin to catch up so I could finish it, but Julia Garner is Julia or Julie?
I can't remember.
I think it's Julia. She's awesome in it. She's
so good.
So good. I mean, do you watch Ozarks by any chance?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, she's so good in Ozarks too.
I know.
I love that show.
You're gonna have to kill me.
You're gonna.
Is that where that meme comes from?
Yeah.
Okay, I saw that all over TikTok.
There's a little spoiler alert. There's a part in like the most recent season where she just goes off the absolute deep end for something happens to people around her, and she just goes absolutely crazy. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. I mean, she's been a fantastic role that whole 4 seasons now or something. Yeah. I mean, she's been so good at it.
Her southern accent too is so funny.
So good. I only become aware of people like this in like shows through these like famous clips because I see some like fat redneck dude in a truck with sunglasses like lip syncing to this quote and like pretending he's the girl.
But this is why though. This is why, Jim, you will at least stay up with the times, because so many people, if you don't like at least try to like go through TikTok and stuff, you just completely, because I know you're close. I know you're teetering.
Yeah.
Jim's on the edge.
But you can't. You gotta
I'm
do
on
it.
the edge.
Yeah.
You gotta do it because once B gets a teenager,
I'm
you got
losing touch with social reality.
God. So,
keep going.
anyways,
Yeah.
okay, okay, boomer. So yeah, Inventing Anna is based on Anna Sorkin or Anna Delvey, who like basically she's a con woman who conned all these rich people in New York City. I don't know how true the story is.
Oh,
It's
now
true.
I know why you like it, because it's New York City based.
It's
Well, I
socialites in New York City, Jim.
Yeah,
Michael's,
socialites in New York
my
City.
dream.
Michael's freaking place of birth and where he was raised, New York City.
Like his dream is to be a socialite in New York City.
Yeah, my old
Okay,
stomping
no, it's
grounds,
not.
Manhattan.
First of all, no, it's not. I much prefer the life in the suburbs.
Yeah,
All right.
And we're back.
Yeah.
and we're back. Jim's
quick
trying to
edit.
ruin everybody's career.
Anytime we say that, that's when Jim goes off the rails.
I was wild.
What is that? What is that one from?
The Truth of
Wild.
Chaos.
Yeah, yeah.
From the old History Hyenas podcast.
Oh, that's right. They
Which
have
also I was going to go. He comes to our area soon. We're gonna try to go see him.
Tom Segura comes to Providence in
Really?
June.
He
That's
comes
awesome.
everywhere. Coming everywhere tour.
Tom Segura is coming everywhere.
Which, by the way, is maybe the funniest title of a tour. I
I'm-
honestly, it's
I'm
so
coming
funny,
everywhere.
man.
Literally coming everywhere. I
That
know, he nails
fucking
it.
killed me. Yeah, the Chrissy K. I think Chris DeStefano's coming here back to Chicago.
Yeah, I think
don't
he
know
is.
if the tickets are
He's all over the
sold.
place.
Yeah.
He's all over the East Coast. And he's all over. What's that? Yeah, is he coming? Let's see.
Tom Segura, I'm coming everywhere. World tour.
Oh, the boat lavage. Look at that.
Hey,
He's
Go to the
literally
boat
going every
Well,
New York, New York, New York.
all right,
Go to
Michael.
Shreveport,
Michael,
Lu-
you were going on about a New York story.
Oh yeah, about the about Anna Sorkin or Anna
Yeah.
whatever. So I haven't finished it yet because I can't seem to get through an episode without Andronna falling asleep within the first 10 minutes.
Gotcha.
So there's that. She does this. She goes,
Yeah,
and then
She
you wake
doesn't
her up.
like-
And she goes, I'm watching.
yeah. She's like,
What?
Yep. And then
Her-
she just falls asleep.
30
with her
minutes
chin out.
later, I wake her up to go to bed, and she's like, "Oh, did I fall asleep?" It's Groundhog Day every day.
You remember when Dad used to do that on the couch, and
Did I
you
fall
like
asleep?
you go change the channel, he'd be like, "Don't touch that." He's like, "I
Do
was
I?
watching that." Yeah.
You remember every night of my existence? Rowan?
Yeah.
You go. I was watching that. Don't change the channel. Meanwhile, it's the most boring episode of whatever he's watching of all time.
Speaking of, oh wait, so I didn't finish the thing about Anna Sorkin.
Don't
So
don't,
basically-
don't change it. Howard Stern comes on after this.
yeah,
That's right.
midnight, by the way.
Yeah.
I know Talk Soup is kind of like whatever, but Howard Stern comes on after this. Leave it
Talk
on.
Soup.
Leave it
Yeah.
on.
Talk Soup is a throwback.
Yeah. God.
Yeah, so I was watching that show last night till like 11 something, but it was so good. I couldn't stop watching it.
Yeah.
And I was like, and Andronna left at like 4:45 this morning, and I was like, oh, I was
That is
dying.
early.
I
Once you get
know.
a 4 on the
it's-
clock, that's like another level.
It's
I know.
about the show's about a lady who like swindles rich people out of their money.
Pretty much like a young girl, like she's like 26, I think, in the show. And she
Okay.
swindles. She basically cons all the New York socialites and wealthy Manhattanites into like giving her money, investing in the thing she's building, which is like a big
Like
social
club, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it's just crazy. And she's only like stays at high-end places and cons everybody. And who knows how the heck she got as far as she did, but
She had
Not
like
gonna-
she
gonna
had like
spoil it.
money in a trust or something like that, and she would tell people, and she like her father was like some Russian like billionaire oligarch or whatever. But it's like
everything was a lie.
yeah. Have you noticed there's a lot of those shows now? Like there's the Tinder swindler. There's I don't know if you watched Bad Vegan yet, but it's like a similar concept where it's like someone's lying to someone about how much money they have to con them out of more money. And they convince these people to like give them $20,000 at a time. Like, I need $60,000 because I'm in trouble, like with my enemies or stuff. I'm like, first of all, no one who's rich is asking for $60,000 just from like your everyday person. That doesn't happen.
If you're asking for $60,000, I mean, you can't afford to pay it back.
Right. Or if you're like,
Right.
if you're asking for it for not like a business or like some sort of investment, and you're like, no, I just think because I can't access my money. It's like, I've never heard of a rich person that's like, I don't have access to my own money.
That was the thing in the
circumstances.
Go ahead.
Yeah, speaking of bad vegan, do you realize how many times at a restaurant I've ordered a vegan dish and just added bacon to it?
I didn't even
like,
yeah.
Like how many times I've like
vegan?
Well, there's oftentimes there'll be something and I'm like, that sounds delicious, but if there was only just like a little bit of bacon or a little bit of like animal protein,
a little more savory option,
just like a little bit more savory.
How do you order a bacon at a vegan restaurant?
Well, I'm not saying a vegan restaurant. I'm saying like there's vegan menu items.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, I want that, but I just want like a little like chicken on it or something.
You need
like
a little,
like an egg on top.
a little savory.
And then it's like magnifique.
It's some like very dish. Fresh thing with like actual protein and umami on top of it.
Right. You know, I do like a good bit of tofu though. I like tofu.
I love tofu.
Yeah,
Jim hates it. I knew.
Disgusting.
You don't like I bet you don't like the texture, huh?
It tastes like something I would eat when I'm on like 1,000-year space journey, and that's all the food we have on a spaceship. It's terrible.
Space journey. What do they call those? What
are they freeze dried stuff or
no? What do they call the military thing? Rations? Not rations.
Yeah, like, MREs.
MREs. There you go.
Yeah. Space. I love it. First of all, the texture. It absorbs every flavor you put into it, and the texture is like that spongy texture is one of my favorite things in the world. I could eat it all day.
I like it too.
Do you like well, I don't mind the texture, I guess. Do you like flan?
I used to not like it, but now I've actually started to like enjoy it lately.
I like flan, but I despise like gelatin stuff.
Yeah, like fake Jello, like Jello is.
How can anybody?
I can't eat Jello. That. Yeah, that grosses me out actually.
Jello
you know what's even grosser is when in the South, you guys have all seen this, the desserts where there's like marshmallows, like
pull that up. Called? Pull it up, Jamie.
There's like marshmallow floating in Jello, and the Jello's in like a pound cake mold.
Oh God!
For some reason, I mean, there's a lot of
Ambrosia?
people.
Yeah, or they put like mayonnaise in it, Jim. Ooh.
This is even worse. I wasn't even thinking about this.
For some reason in the
like
South, it's like they put Jello and or that is disgusting. Pull up a recipe for Ambrosia salad. I want to know the history behind Ambrosia salad.
This is the thing we had it at Thanksgiving when AG was down in Georgia, and she literally hasn't stopped talking about it for the last 5 years. About she keeps calling it a marshmallow salad.
Dude,
that's what it is.
These are coconut flakes that they put in there too. Remember, there's little coconut flakes in there.
Individually, I like all those things, but together, I don't like them.
This is disgusting.
Let me see. Hold on. What's the traditional thing? Go up. Hold on.
Is this from the website Real House Moms?
If you have marshmallows in a dish, that's not a s'more.
First of all, that color. Look at the color of those marshmallows. That shouldn't be
this.
Just leave whatever that fruit is with some coconut in it. Just leave that.
Yeah. Don't add marshmallows and cream.
But this is still a little extra. This is like Dole's canned fruit.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
Poured into a bowl.
So this is not fresh fruit here. This is literally open a can
of
Dole.
Dole's canned fruit.
Jim, go up a little bit. And we're back.
Yeah.
Jim, so hold on, go up to the history of it. Go up a little bit. You keep scrolling back and forth.
Jim's scrolling faster, and I scroll through it. For the love of God, what is going on?
Go up a little bit, right there.
Is that because you don't know what you're looking at?
First of all,
I just like to make it look like it.
Please delete this pop-up of Real House Bombs. Whatever.
Allow it.
I don't want to touch it because it's going to give my computer a nasty virus.
Well, then show me. Go up a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Ambrosia salad is a variation on a traditional fruit salad that becomes classic Southern recipe that's usually served at Thanksgiving or Christmas. Both times, I don't want it.
When I'm looking at the table for delicious items, I just scan right over the Ambrosia salad.
When I see that, first of all, I've never had it in my life because it doesn't look appealing at all.
I've tried it.
Second of all,
look at this. As an adult with a newfound love, first of all, who discovers this as an adult decides that you love it?
For zero
Nobody,
people.
That's it.
Also, is there anything more southern than describing something as heavenly?
I was gonna say, you stole my joke. You stole
Heavenly,
my joke.
heavenly.
I wish
salad.
I'd caught on to this heavenly salad. Heavenly.
Heavenly. Y'all,
of
this
the
is just
gods.
heavenly.
Okay, you're in for a real treat. You're in for a real treat that's not good for your stomach. Let's see here. So while your recipes with Ambrosia, first of all, Cool Whip. I bet people that aren't from the
Cool
South
Whip?
have no idea what Cool Whip is.
I feel
I
like
don't
that's
even know what
universal.
Cool Whip is. Is it?
I think so, right? Don't
It's
most
not as
people?
commonly used. So we have a salad of canned fruit, marshmallows, and basically whipped cream. And that is your dish that's served at Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Look how bright red those maraschino cherries are.
This is not a dish. This is something that like I don't. You're gonna edit out everything that I say right now, but like this is something that somebody would just throw together and be like, "Look, I made dessert."
You know what this reminds me of?
Yeah.
Is it reminds me of all those horrendous TikToks of like the random stuff people throw together. You know what I'm talking about?
To like
Yeah.
intentionally piss off Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
They do like, I mean, you know, I don't even know.
Nutella covered New York strip.
Yes, stupid stuff like that.
The peanut butter the strip stuff. I just God, don't
just to get comments going, you know, and they all go viral, and those accounts have like multiple million followers. But this is the kind of stuff they would make.
This
long
is like,
can you keep Ambrosia salad in the fridge? It stays good up to 3 years because it's not made out of anything.
it's all fake food. You know, it's also like any sort of high school potluck thing. Like I feel like Ambrosia salad's gonna be like that.
Do you realize?
But it's always room temperature. It's like the stuff that's supposed to be cold, but it's like that borderline cold room temperature, and you're like, what are you doing?
Just Staph aureus just building.
The name of that.
What you say?
Staph aureus just building.
When I see something like that, first of all, when I see that, okay, there's three things I hate at all like cookouts and anything that sits out like that. One is Ambrosia. One Ambrosia salad. Two is egg salad. I mean, egg salad sitting out all day in the sun. Oh,
I mean, yeah, it's not sitting out all day.
Can you just picture a fly landing on this Ambrosia salad just real quick?
Get out of there.
Yeah, it's like, all right.
Someone comment on this video and say if they like Ambrosia salad or not. And
I bet nobody's even heard of Ambrosia salad.
Please tell me why you like it. I wish Androna was here. I would get her on and tell her.
There's going to be like 500 people that watch this, and none of them are going to know what Ambrosia salad.
Mom watches it, so she'll watch him back. I love Ambrosia salad.
Yeah. Oh, my favorite.
Oh, you can't have Thanksgiving without Ambrosia salad. What are you talking about?
Mom listens to all these podcasts too.
Yeah.
Well, that's what your grandmother made, and that's what I'm going to make, and that's what you're going to make.
And she calls us out on all of our errors.
We'll get a text about this the Sunday afternoon or Monday morning when she's listening to it. She'll be like, I did not make Ambrosia salad, okay?
I bought canned fruit because that's what we had.
Jeez Louise. All right.
Because that's what we had. Oh, God.
Man. Anyways, so that's fun.
No, okay, Jim, what were you gonna say? Mike, you had three that you had egg salad, which we don't actually have egg salad that often at our.
Oh, and coleslaw. Basically any mayonnaise based or like cream based dish that's sitting out like that.
All these dishes have mayonnaise in them, and they sit out on a picnic table in Georgia in July.
90-degree heat.
I mean, like foodborne illness. Hello.
Oh.
Wait, Jim, what were you gonna say? Is your
my least favorite is when people literally turn a hamburger patty into carbon because they overcook it on the grill, and the hamburger patty ends up going from a patty into this like round
hockey
puck, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Like a hockey puck.
Not good.
And it's got like, and it's not even even. It's like it's so oblong. It's like more of like a football in cross section.
Yeah.
So that when you put a hamburger bun on top of it, the hamburger bun tents over it. And it's like putting a hamburger bun over a meatball and trying to make like a burger out of it.
your first bite
I know
is like
I know what you mean.
90% bun, 1% carbon, and a little bit of ketchup.
You're eating pure just black powder that is just carbon.
Yeah.
Because the fire has reduced the meat down to its literal constituent components.
one lump of coal on a bread.
It's
Yeah,
literally
it's-
burned all the calories off of it.
Yeah, it's
It's
like,
like
gone through the incinerator and like that's what's left in this freaking, what do you call that?
Char?
What's the word? Potite? What is the word?
What?
What's the word for that? Like ash?
I don't know. Look that up, Jimmy.
It's like a chemistry term.
Oh, is it potite?
Otite. I've never heard of that term in my entire life.
Yeah,
It's not it's pot. All right, let's forget I ever spoke. It's
No, I want to know what it
Anyway,
is.
yeah.
It's term
Potite?
for ash.
Potite ash. I want to know what
Synonym
that.
for ash.
I have potato ash, potato hash, which I would destroy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about things I love. Potato hash.
You know, speaking of burnt things, the burnt ends, like any burnt end,
Oh yeah.
I love.
You know that wasn't
Oh,
like a big thing until like 5-6 years ago, but it was like
Well-
any Kansas City barbecue place, it would be like a huge deal for people from there. And then like
I got
5
news
years
for
ago,
you.
everyone was like, "Oh, these are the best."
I got a Yoder pellet smoker
Yoder.
coming in the mail, so I'm gonna be making
Yeah.
some burn ends.
First off, this guy's got an enormous. I love it's coming in the mail. It's gigantic
I mean, yeah.
smoker.
It's coming out of freight.
as if the mailman's like,
It's like a 400-pound steel smoker made in America.
I have a couple of questions about that, by the way. So,
Please.
one, well, I have many questions. So, first of all, you had a green egg, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the movers broke it. Did you recently
Correct.
move and they broke it? Now, please tell me what happened to this one. Did they drop it? What happened?
They dropped it. The guy, I think his pants fell down and he dropped the green egg at the same time coming out of the truck. And the green egg fell out of the truck and cracked into a million pieces.
Fabergé egg?
I watched this guy move.
Fabergé egg.
I watched this. Yeah.
Did
I
you
watched
watch
this
it
guy-
happen?
No, I didn't see this happen, but
I
I
could
watched
just
the guy
see Jim
moving our
go,
stuff.
That's good. About right.
I had to leave. I was so mad. I took B and we went to a brewery and I just sat there and drank a beer and watched her run around in the yard in the brewery.
Gosh,
Because
that's funny.
green eggs are pretty expensive, right? Like $800 or something.
Way
Yeah,
expensive.
it's like
yeah.
an $800 ceramic egg.
Do they have it
Uh,
like stacked up like the pieces, and they're like, "Here's your egg." And I was like, just
Yeah,
layers
yeah.
of
He
pieces.
actually
He's like,
he
"Here you
handed us
go."
pieces of it. It was like he was like
yes.
I'm not even kidding. Like
Did he
you say
tape
that,
it?
but he did that.
That's hilarious.
Put some packing
And he
tape
was like-
around it.
Yeah.
He was like
He's
here you.
It's
It's like when Jerry's. Yeah, it's like when Jerry Springer like hands people stuff. He's like, I don't know, just do something with this, you know.
What was there a sorry or like what happened with it?
It was just like, oh man, like, yeah, I don't know. You'll have to call like the headquarter lady or whatever. You know, there's always
That's what they always hide behind.
yeah.
there's always central command for these
you-
people. Right?
Did you get insurance? No. Okay. We'll
So-
call
Oh
them.
man,
For anybody who doesn't
should have
know,
gotten insurance.
This is what a green egg is. These things right here.
All ceramic, very
Literally,
thick.
Liz got this for my birthday last year or 2 years ago. No, yeah, 2 years ago, and this is like the greatest thing I've ever gotten for a birthday present.
And now
I use this thing all the time. It was amazing, so versatile.
Now it's in a million pieces.
And now it's in a million pieces.
So
And also, fun fact for those out there moving, check the insurance policy and make sure that you don't want to like increase your policy, because this moving company didn't cover it because we didn't elect for like a greater insurance plan. So you would think if somebody just drops your $800 ceramic grill out of a truck that they would be like, oh yeah, we'll reimburse you. But no, that's not how moving works.
So normally they
Oh.
reimburse. Hold on, before we get to this, I'm still not done with this.
This one.
Now, normally they reimburse based off of weight, right? So if they break something, that's what my moving company is. I moved 8 months ago or whatever. And if they break anything, it's based off the actual weight of the object moved. So it's beneficial for you if they break that thing because it weighs like 200 pounds. You get
Right.
like $5 per pound or something. It's ridiculous, weight based. But like if something's as valuable as like, so they Jim and Tommy and our friends got me like $1,000+ bottle of like 50-year-old bourbon for my wedding present, and the movers broke that, also a ceramic object, but it weighs like
Yeah.
a pound, And they're like, "Oh, we'll give you $5 for it." I'm like,
Yeah.
I forgot
So
they
gave
broke
us
that.
they gave us like $180 for that or something. $200.
Yeah.
And that was it.
you should have went a little harder. Did you go
I
hard
mean,
with it?
we tried.
Oh, I was
but,
like, I was so persistent, and
I
they
wasn't gonna get anything.
They refunded our entire one-way move because
Yeah.
they broke so many things. They lost so many things.
How do they? I mean, I've seen movers and they just chuck. No offense to the movers, but they just chuck things in the back of the truck, stack it with no regard for human life, and then
Yeah.
it's like, it's just I don't know how you break that many things. I guess it's just.
I don't know.
Do they pack it up for you guys, or did you guys pack it and they just move it?
They packed that up for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. We packed a bunch of stuff, but no, it was a total joke. And they took forever. They spent like, we don't have that much stuff. And they took literally 12 hours just to like make the, time that they were working as high as they possibly could. And they moved super slow.
Good moving company.
It was so annoying. Yeah.
I had a couple of movers. It was the same company I moved from my intern year place to my current building. And those guys were the fastest people I've ever seen move in my entire life. They were rushing things in, and I got done. It literally took from start to finish when they got to my apartment to putting stuff away, like an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh wow.
Mine
were pretty fast too. Mine were pretty fast.
So anyway, I am now replacing the green egg,
the proud owner,
with a Yoder YS640S.
I mean, quite an upgrade.
Pellet smoker.
Good Lord.
I said enough is enough.
Jim pulled the trigger. It's got Wi-Fi.
Jeez.
So
what is this thing? Looks like a tank.
This is a monster.
I think it's more expensive than my car.
Can you even handle that?
Yeah, anything. My bike is more expensive than your car.
Wait, so what makes this thing so amazing here? It's like,
so basically, this is a smoker, like a dedicated
side
smoker.
Yeah.
You put the wood in the side over there.
Yeah.
So you put the pellets right over here, and then all you gotta do is set the knob to the temperature that you want, and it just does everything. You don't have to do anything.
Oh.
So you put the meat up here, or you want to grill something, you can still grill stuff because you can get at the bottom. There's like a grill that you can sear stuff on.
That is the grill. So one of Caitlin's friends had this. It's so sick. We made like chicken and like stuff. The grill, does the grill get hot on the bottom? I can't remember if
it gets up to like 800 degrees.
Okay, so that's good because I remember not getting a great sear on stuff, and I was like, ugh.
There's a little like chamber right here you open up.
Oh, okay.
And then the fire's right there, and it gets like insanely hot. And then you just buy an accessory that's like a little grill part that you slip in right there, which I obviously bought with this.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, you have to buy all the necessary accessories. You can't just like half-ass it and be like, well, maybe I'll squeeze it in there.
Yeah.
Well, it's very high quality.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna drive that to work later.
You're gonna drive the Yoder?
Yeah.
Dude, look at this. I don't know. Have you guys haven't been on the Yoder website. You can cut this out.
God, give them me.
Look at this.
Geez.
Look at these. Look at these things.
They're competition.
I mean, are you serious right now?
Dude, how much is that bottom?
I almost got the competition card, but it's like $700 more.
Jeez.
Oh
what makes it different though, besides it rolls
because
better?
It's meant for like being more mobile, so you can like put it on trailers and stuff.
Yeah, you're gonna trailer it now? Trailer behind your Subaru?
I mean, Michael, look at this thing.
How much is that? Click on it.
Disgusting. But I mean, you have a family. You have a family of 3. What do you smoke like 8 pork butts on there?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I need to provide for my family. Okay.
That's so expensive.
Those are pretty sick. This reminds me of like the Yeti of grills.
Yeah.
Oh, this makes Yeti look like freaking Target.
What?
Is there direct competition trade, or that's the only other one?
Oh my God, it's $11,000.
The Frontiersman? I'm sorry, but what?
It's what
it's so big they've got counterweights on the back
for when you pull that's so funny. I've got counterweights.
I love everything about this. Wait,
dude, so that thing is so sick.
Is there competition trader? That's the only one I know.
Ooh, the flat top. How much is that flat top?
That's flat.
Okay.
Let's see.
The big old. Have my question not answered.
Yeah.
There's the flat top. I mean, dude, this thing's pretty. Tommy, this thing's pretty tight. Toy.
Hell yeah, it's tight.
Wait,
I would love
Can
something
the
like that.
non-chef talk for a second?
You know what the best part about this is? Made in America.
Question, please.
All right, Michael, go.
Do you know what I really want? Is the
What,
the flat
overcooked chicken?
Yep. The flat top. What do you call it?
Look at this thing.
Oh, like a flat top, like a stone, like a griddle,
Yeah, griddle. That's what I want. Like a griddle top.
like Waffle House.
Yeah. I want that in my backyard that I don't have.
You want a Blackstone? Is what
Yeah, Blackstone. That's what I want. I want that thing. Just throw some eggs and some bacon on there.
That's the thing. I just want to flip pancakes on that thing.
Yeah.
so
There you go,
bad.
Michael.
Well,
It's
nice
only-
little
it's
seasoned
only-
flat top.
It's $520. That's like literally half of a CT read for you. You just got to say, "Ooh, emergency fees for the CT this time. I want a Blackstone. Add it on."
Maybe in the 80s.
Yeah.
Is that
Not
how they did it in the
anymore.
80s?
Yeah,
Normal
the
chest.
reimbursements. The reimbursements really high in the 80s and 90s.
You could say anything on the report. No one actually cared.
And they also read like
That's
one
how-
study a day.
Yeah.
That's how vets were in the 80s and 90s, I think, too. When like vet specialists were just becoming a thing in like the 80s. They were like surgeons were just becoming a thing. And these guys would basically make it so that, because I knew one, and he was like retiring. He was like 70 years old when I did my internship 10 years ago. And he said that in the 80s, their contracts were, they would make like 50% production and stuff like that.
Oh, I'm sure.
So they literally made half of everything that they did. Everything.
But there was also like less patients and less. I mean, that's all radiologists. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Because
and by the way, for people listening to this, like a specialist can easily gross like $2 million worth of stuff a year. Like that's your gross production. So to be a vet and to make like, let's just call it $750,000 a year.
That's insanity.
What? But
I
that
used to-
doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Those days are over.
We used to talk. I had like an interview for a place in residency, and there was a guy who was like a president of a residency. He used to talk. He retired from medicine back in like the 90s and just did academic stuff like for residencies. He was like, honestly, he's like, we made so much money back in the day for like no work at all. He's like, I figured I'd just go back and like enjoy my time and not actually have to stress about it. He's like, it's picked up so much that it's like, it's hard to adapt from someone from like the 80s and 90s to what it is now, like for radiology.
Yeah, I mean, they used to read like 5 to max. Like they were. I think one of my older attendings would say he's like, we would read 4 CTs in the morning and then 4 in the afternoon.
Oh my God.
That 8 total for the day. I mean, I read 8 before 9 a.m. You know, I mean, that's
Dude, our
I crank for
radiologist
8
where
in,
I
like, an
work,
hour.
our radiologist where I work does over 25 ultrasounds a day on top of like reading all the x-rays and all the CTs from the clinic by herself.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Same.
mean, I was on call this weekend and I'm just a resident. I read over 300 studies in 2 days.
That's a lot.
God.
Yeah.
That's good though, because that's what the real world's like.
Yeah. Actually, I had an old attendant one time. She tried to tell me that they read as much, the volume was the same when they used to have plain films for CTs. And I was like, that's literally impossible. I was like, you had to print out.
Literally impossible.
I was like, it's literally, I was like, the speed at which both things happen is not fast enough to keep up.
They had
what
to
we do.
literally go and get a stack of CT images, organize them because they're not in order,
Yeah.
hang them up. And you know how much time that takes?
Yeah.
You're telling me
they-
it's the same? Okay.
Even just like imprinting the film, like through the like the photoelectric stuff that they use for
Yeah,
it,
I
took
mean,
longer than like how the computer processes it. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Someone in a
You
dark
guys-
room
Yeah. Right. The big red
hanging
light.
it up on a clip?
She was like,
You
no, we
guys-
did. I was like, no, you didn't.
No,
I was
you
like, that's
didn't.
I was like, that's
You
literally
did not. Someone was there. What are there? 800 people working in the dark room getting those
Yeah.
images out?
I was like,
Come on.
oh, so I guess
In the
technology's
CT
gotten
scan-
worse over
Yeah.
the past 30 years.
And
I
the
was like,
CT
what-
scanner would literally go. Eh.
Yeah.
Eh.
If I get one slice, move, one slice, move. Now we have the helical stuff. I mean, first of all, you also had way less CT scanners. I mean,
Now we have the helical.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, we have like a dozen in our hospital.
Imaging
alone.
jokes.
But yeah, all that stuff was crazy. I can't imagine people reading like 8 CTs a day and then being like, oh, I get paid more than you do now. Oh,
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Glad we missed those
Well,
days.
Yeah.
What was the Tesla 0.3 back then?
Oh. Ugh. Is this thing on?
Yeah. Because I gotta check my March Madness scores right now. One second. Oh, there we go.
I haven't been following March Madness that much. I don't have time to do
care
any of
about
that
that?
stuff.
Well, I haven't either, but I still play some bets on it.
Yeah.
Watch zero college basketball.
I used to, and then the games are always on at like 1 p.m.
Yeah.
I can't watch games at 1 p.m.
Yeah, because they're in college. They're just kids.
They don't have anything else going
That's
on.
when kids do stuff. 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
30 studies on my list. I can't turn on March Madness.
Yeah.
Excuse me, guys.
Yeah. Hold, please.
Yeah, there's always like a doctor or two in every clinic I've ever worked at who has like an iPad up with CBS Sports running with the March Madness games. And they're like, oh, Latoya's up 31-3 over Duke in the first half. And I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like, I literally don't.
They're like, this is an upset. You're like, well, okay.
Oh my God, Krzyzewski's going down in the second round. Like, okay.
Like,
although
the biggest upset in 20 years, you're like, okay.
What's there's
Mount Union's beating Baylor.
Every single year there's a Cinderella team that goes through. I forgot what it is this year. What are they in the Sweet 16?
It's always Holy Cross, Mount Union.
Yeah,
it's always these like
some
these,
random
like, Catholic school, St. Joseph's,
Loyola, Chicago. It's
right,
like yeah.
right.
Who is it this year? There's some team.
Our sister mother,
St.
Mary
Petersburg
God
in New Jersey.
University.
Is it St. Petersburg?
Yeah, St. Petersburg.
Shout out New Jersey.
Yeah, there you go.
Is it New Jersey?
Yeah, it's New Jersey.
Michael's third stomping grounds.
Everyone always is like, are you looking it up? They're the Peacocks.
Oh yeah, it's in Hoboken or I remember I saw the TikTok on it. They were like browsing the it's not in Russia. It's the wrong St. Petersburg.
Yeah, slightly off there.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Oh God.
Jesus, man.
But no, it's all the upsets and stuff. They're always like, oh man, I can't believe they lost. I'm like, oh, you mean you can't believe 18-year-olds were inconsistent with what they do in their everyday life? Like,
what? A 19-year-old on a giant stage didn't hit 6 free throws in a row? Huh?
Who was playing at our old high school, and then it's like
people have no clue. Like to a 19-year-old, 20-year-old under that much stress is, I mean, things are gonna go wrong. Not everybody can perform under pressure like
LeBron James or something like that.
Yeah, I did want to shed some light on a topic that we haven't discussed on previous podcasts. Because I just saw before this episode here that Jared. Jared is in Orlando. He's at Disney World.
Is he at Disney World?
Yes, he's at Disney World.
He texted me actually yesterday or today. He was like, did your mom change her last name? He was like, we got a gift from a Diane, like something. And we didn't know if it was your mom or not. I was like, no, that's definitely not her. He was like, oh, okay. Jared, 6 episodes in a row, baby.
Yeah. So Jared's at Disney World.
I hate the Jared segment.
6 episodes in a row now.
I say we keep bringing him up until he actually listens to the podcast and hears his name.
I wasn't going to bring
Disney,
it up.
He's at Disney World and he doesn't have kids.
Yeah,
that's what that's what I want to talk about. I thought it was a great segment because my thoughts on Disney. I hate all things Disney.
Michael hates Disney.
I have no imagination. I've never liked Disney my entire life. Not when I was a kid. I don't like Disney movies. I don't like pretty much anything Disney related because I just don't have that kind of imagination, I guess. I don't know.
You don't like fantasy or make believe.
Yeah, I'm not a fantasy. If it's not real, I can't read fake books, novels. I can't do that stuff.
Like you have to suspend your disbelief, and Michael's disbelief is very intact all the time.
Yes.
Yeah. He's like, how dare you make me disbelieve?
Michael's in a constant state of disbelief.
I don't know. I've never been into the fantasy stuff like
sell your core.
Princesses and like Prince and all that, what is it? Beauty and the Beast or all that stuff. I can't do it. I just can't do it. But I do know that there are a lot of adults that go to Disney World and I don't see the draw.
I don't get it.
Yeah. I used to, like obviously as a kid, because they have rides and stuff that are fun, but I can't go on like roller coasters anymore because I just get nauseous.
So nauseous.
Oh, I'll get so I'll be knocked out the rest of the day. I guess I've like some people they go for like the food and stuff like that, but I'm like, seems like
Isn't
a
that
big.
good?
Some people
I don't
rave
know.
about the cantinas. I mean, do I want to build a lightsaber? Maybe, but that's besides the point.
Do I want to
build
build a lightsaber?
Is
Yes,
that what I was
yeah,
seeing on
that'll-
TikTok when guys were like, "Oh, I found a black kyber crystal."
Yeah. The black kyber
Yeah.
crystal is like the ultimate like kyber crystal. Meanwhile, that thing probably costs hundreds of dollars to try and find it. And it's like,
I mean,
oh,
look, to each their own, you know, like
yeah.
everybody has different interests. I don't care. If you like Disney, cool. I'm just saying it's not for me and I don't understand it. Like, and I told Adriana a long time ago, I said, when we have kids, I'm not going to Disney World with them. And I'm not even telling them Disney World exists. Because I'm not waiting in lines in 95-degree weather with millions of people sweating all over me just to ride some 2-second ride. Well, I'm not going to ride the ride.
Yeah.
How much do you think an annual pass to Disney World is before I screen share this?
Annual
It's
$2,500.
don't tell me it's that much. That's insanity. People spend like their life savings on there. It's very sad. Like I've had some of my friends go to Disney World and they were saying that like they spent like $10,000 for like a 5-day trip because everything's so expensive.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's a complete ripoff.
It's like you stay at the hotel, everything costs so much money. It's marked up that it's like you end up spending like that much money to do anything.
You can go to Seychelles and stay a week there for less money than Disney World.
It's $1,300.
Oh,
$1,300. What do you get for that though?
For an annual pass.
Does that just get you in the door?
You definitely cannot go to the Seychelles for that much money.
$10,000? You can't. Yes, you can too. Are you normal?
You'll.
Jim, we're not talking about a private island here. We're talking to the Seychelles.
Yeah.
To the Seychelles.
I will say I've heard arguments made about like
Michael, could I interest you in the Disney Sorcerer Pass option for $8.99 plus tax?
First of all, just throw the word thanks. Just throw the word sorcerer in there. Michael's out.
Hey, Michael, how about a more cost-effective option would be the Disney Pirate Pass at $6.99 plus tax.
Also, no thanks. Unless it comes with a personal air conditioner unit and no lines.
Michael's wearing a NASA spacesuit. Like
I ain't going. Yeah. I just see people just sweating profusely over there, and it's just lines and crowds.
It's in Orlando, Florida. It's so hot down there.
Orlando, Florida.
We had swim meets in Orlando in the middle of summer.
Oh,
like, that was the hottest place I've been, short of like Baton Rouge, Louisiana, in the summer.
It's the middle of. I mean it's horrible.
Those places are like literally on the Mount Rushmore of hottest, most miserable environments to be in our country.
Because they're like they're swamps too. That's
it's
the
like
thing. They're not even
Orlando, Tampa, Baton Rouge, Louisiana,
Baton Rouge,
and
Biloxi,
like corporate,
Biloxi,
like Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
What's the
those are
South
Georgia?
Alabama?
Georgia is probably like slightly below that in terms of total misery.
You didn't go below like once you go below Macon.
Yeah, no, Macon, bro, Macon in the summer.
Augusta. Oh,
yeah. I mean,
dude, mom was pregnant during summertime with you in Augusta with no air conditioning in the house or car. I truly can't understand that.
I don't know.
I would. Oh God,
that's the problem. Is Orlando is actually not a bad city, but it's landlocked and it's sweltering heat in the summer. I think we talked about last time. You said I did a rotation at what was that nice hospital there? I forgot what it was.
Oh yeah,
Florida Hospital. I think.
No, what are they?
No, it's Florida. I did a rotation at Florida Hospital. Beautiful hospital. That hospital is beautiful. But
it's a different name, but Florida is like
it is
goes it's I forgot what it is. I have a friend there that's actually a residency.
Well, the hospital is beautiful, but it was so hot. Like wearing, like you said last time, you said in one of the episodes you're wearing a tie. Oh, so hot.
And it's like ridiculously hot. Your car feels like it's about to kill you. And you're like,
that's why I can't do Florida, man. And also Florida is becoming like not livable with how expensive it is, and cost of living so crazy right now in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, most coastal cities of Florida. It isn't like the Seychelles, and the prices just go up and go up and up and up and up.
Yeah,
and
because they're all vacation spots and stuff. So if you're not there, it's like it sucks, but then you're there, it's expensive.
Yeah, but I just picture it as like, because we grew up in Georgia, I'm like, oh, it's just the state over. You know, like we just go to Florida. Not that we went to Florida, but it was very close. I'm like, oh, that's just Florida. That's where we go to the beach. It's not like anything like crazy, but it's blown up, and like it's mostly Miami though. Miami is blown up into this huge city.
Well, there's sections of the Panhandle that have absolutely exploded too.
That's true.
Like Rosemary Beach.
Yeah, near Destin.
Destin's actually really nice now.
Yeah.
Is it?
I will
easily
to defend it. I've heard people say that they've had like friends and stuff like that. They'll go on like couples vacations for like a few days.
See,
and it will be
this is because you're in that Harry Potter generation. I swear to God, this is all because of Harry
Potter.
Right.
It's the Star Wars and the Harry Potter things they started.
You're in this age. You hit it where Star Wars Episode 1 was not lame. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And you guys had Harry Potter start right after Star Wars Episode 1 came out.
Yeah, that's true.
And you guys got wrapped up in this bullshit, and now you think Disney World is okay. Harry Potter is garbage.
No, somehow, but my generation,
I love Harry Potter.
I'm in between you guys, and I missed all of that stuff. Because like I didn't have Harry Potter.
That's true.
That wasn't a thing for me. Star Wars was a little older than me.
I remember seeing Harry Potter come out. I was like, a wand? See ya.
Yeah. First of all, yeah.
A wand. He takes a stick and he waves a wand. Okay.
Yeah.
Lightsaber is one thing.
Yeah.
A lightsaber is the way, like the sound it makes and stuff when they turn it on.
Yeah, but a wand?
A wand?
Dude, Harry Potter was...
What are you, a magician?
Right. Exactly. They basically are. They're all magicians in those movies.
I mean,
it's all Chris Angel v. Chris Angel.
They're wizards, okay?
Yeah, wizards. First of all, Gandalf would roll everybody in that entire series, and I don't even want to have a discussion.
I did rewatch. I conferred with some friends about that argument. I rewatched the Dumbledore fight scene, and I was like, okay, Gandalf would win this. I just needed an update on my mind because I mean, the Balrog is,
Dumbledore is trash.
Tommy, did you ever go to did you ever go to Harry Potter Land World or whatever?
No, I haven't been to I went to Disney with
what
Nick.
What is that?
You've never heard of that world? This is also my nightmare.
You've never. So this is why everyone goes to Disney. They did Harry Potter World.
Sorry, Angie, Angie, if you're watching, sorry. Jeremy's wife. She loves it. But she knows I hate it.
So this is in Disney World?
Yeah, and so they open an entire park that's literally
like a separate thing. No, it's in like
North Carolina. Star Wars one is in.
This is like the shitty part of the zoo where like you never go into because it's just like for the like tiny kids to like touch a beetle or something like that, and that's it.
Touch a beetle.
Wait, no, Tommy. There's like a Harry Potterville.
The reptile house.
There's like
there's Harry Potter World. It's in it's in Disney World.
No, I thought it was it's a separate thing.
No, it's within Disney World. I mean, there's like multiple parks that pull up, but so it's like a recreation of one of the of all the Harry Potter sets, basically.
No, I thought it was a separate like park in like North Carolina or something.
No, Harry Potter World.
It's in Universal Studios Orlando.
Yeah,
which I guess is in Disney World.
Yeah, that's part of Disney World.
What is that? A Cerberus?
It's in the. God, I actually don't even remember.
Can you ride bikes though? That'd be cool.
I think it's like
it's probably like
are you serious? You think that's a real bike, people?
Is that like on a it's a ride?
Yes, that's a prop.
It's
like a roller coaster thing.
Michael, do you remember Six Flags growing up?
Yes, I knew you were gonna say this. They had
the Batman stunt show.
Yes, Batman stunt show.
I thought you were gonna say the Monster Plantation.
Well,
I
that
forgot
was the
about
other
that.
thing.
Yeah,
that was the other thing. The Monster Plantation.
I was too young for the Monster Plantation. I barely remember that.
That's about as close as I get to Fantasyland.
Batman stunt show. I can't believe Mom took us those things. I imagine she hated every second of that.
We had season tickets to Six Flags growing up. That was the South's version of like your amusement park.
Yeah, but it was also literally $10 for a season ticket back then. It was like it was
like $20.
It was $10. Oh yeah, it's $20, and you get $10 off if you bring a Coke can because it has a
that's right
coupon on the back.
I forgot about that.
Coca-Cola is like the mob down there.
Yeah,
it's all connected.
Coca-Cola runs everything.
They control everything. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
So you would drive. So that for those who don't know about the Monster Plantation, which is everybody who's listening to this,
The worst
You
ride
get-
on earth.
you get in a little boat and you float through the water, and all these monsters jump out at you. And
No, they
sing
don't
little
move.
songs to you.
They're like this, literally like
No, they're animatronic. They move a little bit.
the circuit boards of like a DOS computer.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't exactly Jim Henson and the Dark Crystal here.
They do-
but,
they literally do
it's
this.
pretty good. Yeah,
You know, like a banjo.
yeah,
They do-
and they're like
yeah.
they're singing like multi-line lyrics, and they're just going
Yeah.
like that the entire time.
And as you're boating around, it's silent in that cave, and then you can just hear the animatronics like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. That thing's terrifying.
This lady teaches you about the history of the Civil War. I don't know, probably not. But
well, it was
yeah.
lame. Still is.
not great photo by Ben Bacon here.
Yeah, man,
really-
really
really-
killed it with the photography
really
there.
captured the majesty.
2022. Yeah.
Is that a Sony Alpha?
Man,
I was like,
it really takes me there.
I mean,
Oh,
what
that's
is
lighting?
this?
Jeez.
What are you doing, Ben?
I don't
Who
know.
are these? Was that the Predator?
The Google needs to ban this guy.
Yeah.
Seriously.
But,
There's the
this is
entrance.
That's the entrance.
How scary.
You go in
Yeah.
through the mouth of the demon Azazel, and then you.
I don't even know what that means, but
I don't-
I just made it up.
so that was that, and that's my thoughts on Disney. I still don't understand that. I know people that their wife and husband, the couple, like a wife and a husband couple, it's getting late. They'll go together, like that'll be their vacation. You get like a couple of vacations a year, and one of them or two of them or even three of them they'll spend at Disney World. I'm like, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
Yeah.
don't see it. I don't get it. People
Just-
are gonna hate on me, but
Just go to Paris. Just go to Turks and Caicos. Just
Yeah.
go to Tuscany.
it's the same price.
Just go skiing in Park City, Utah. And
It's
do
the
it all
same
within
price.
5 months, because you should just do it like me.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's the same price to go to all these other places, but maybe people, but again, different strokes for different folks.
You can go to like Thailand multiple times over for like the price of 3 days at Disney World.
Yeah, pretty
Like,
much.
yeah.
Well, no, you have to like stay in hostels. And,
Jim, do you know how
Like,
much those hotels at
it's worth the
Disneyland are?
risk, okay.
Jim, look up a hotel at Disney World. They're like
Oh, there's-
$800 plus a night.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
They're,
sure
they're
are.
like crazy expensive.
Yeah.
Let me see.
We went to dinner with a friend recently. She was saying like her nephew, they were going to take him to Disney World. She was like, I'm not going. She was like, I don't want to spend an obscene amount of money for something that he's like not even going to enjoy or remember. She was like, why
That's
don't
the
we
other
do-
thing. Yeah. Not for like a 2-year-old. I'm not going to take a 2-year-old. Maybe like a 10-year-old.
I think you got like that 8 to 12 range is probably where like the sweet spot of it.
But also, I already made that's like basically was in my vows that I'm not going to Disney World.
We'll send Kaylin probably take a.
I don't care who goes. Kaylin can have. I'm not going.
You
Kaylin-
can see Kaylin around.
I'll pay
like,
for Kaylin. Actually, no, I'm not paying for Kaylin to go because I'm going on another vacation.
Unbelievable. These are the costs of the rooms for 2 adults.
Oh,
No,
man.
when is that though? Is that peak time?
I did Memorial Day weekend, so yes.
Okay, so where are these? Are these like far away here?
And this is the lowest rated room.
Disney picks.
Oh,
Yeah, those are like
woof.
What is all this stuff? Like,
I don't
There
even know.
are different parks within like the main, like the entire thing.
I don't
Art
know.
and
I know-
Animation Museum.
I know it gets
Dude.
higher than that though.
my brother-in-law was basically forced to go to Disney World with his in-laws,
Nightmare.
and they went and they were under the pretense they had to pay for their own flight to go, and they were like, it was like a family trip, so they're like, yeah, let's go. So they pay for their flights to go, and then they were under the impression that they were having like a giant family suite paid for by the parents,
Mhm.
who are very successful physicians, both of them. Okay, like they've been physicians for 35 plus
Oh,
years.
okay.
And they invited
Yeah.
him.
And they invited them, and they got a
Yeah.
family suite. And then at the end of the trip, they told them that they had like a part of the bill that they had to pay,
Oh,
and they had and this is like their family doing this
that's
to them.
hilarious.
Got a stain.
And And they gave them like their portion of the invoice at the end of like
What?
5 days in
Jeez.
this giant suite in wherever the hell.
You're like,
Oh,
I
that's
wouldn't have gone.
Yeah, I
And
would've
this
said
what
no.
he was like, what? I wouldn't have gone. He's like, what the fuck? Oh my God, so brutal.
That does. I mean,
Why do people think like that?
Yeah, you
I
have to
don't know.
give people a heads up that like if you're gonna do that, and not be like, oh, by the
Yeah.
way, give me
Yeah,
a
we'll
few
do a
grand.
splitsies here, or maybe they
Yeah,
got
yeah.
down there and they're like, "Oh, this is a little expensive."
Yeah, started to creep
know?
up, and they were like, give me
Yeah,
this.
like, oh, we're at $5,000 here. I need to
They're like, are you sure you want that water from that was in the fridge? No,
trim this a little bit. Yeah.
Dude, is there anything worse than like I remember being an intern and going to a bachelor party in Vegas and not having, I mean, I didn't have $500 to my name, like in my
Oh, yeah.
account total,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
at all. And going to Vegas on like $180 flight off of Expedia that connected in Houston, right?
Yeah.
At the time it was AirTran. You remember AirTran?
Oh yeah. I forgot
Oh, what
about
happened to
AirTran.
AirTran? They
I
merged
think
to like
they
American.
merged with somebody.
Yeah, someone
Yeah.
must have done. Yeah. God,
But like
forgot about that
I
airline,
got
man.
this like
AirTran was the
cheap
heat.
AirTran
Oh,
flight.
so good. Always the cheapest,
AirTran
bro.
was legit.
Yeah.
I
But
love
like going,
Yeah.
but like going to a place like Vegas and having like you can't even gamble. You have to pay like penny slots and like try to
Yeah.
get free drinks for like $1 at a time. And going out to dinner with friends who are like loaded and they want to
I
eat
know.
family style with you.
You're like,
And they want to,
Let's
and they
split
want
the
you to,
bill. You're like,
and they
no,
want you to
let's not.
split the bill at the end.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're ordering drinks
Like,
and you're not
no.
ordering any drinks, and they want to split the bill.
Yeah, that's the worst feeling in the world when someone's like, oh, let's just split it. And you're like, no, let's not do
Dude,
that.
I
Actually,
had-
yeah.
w-
I'm
one-
not
I
eating
had-
today.
yeah, I had
Oh.
water. I'm fine.
I remember having a dinner at Nobu in Caesar's Palace like
Ooh, fancy.
12 years ago, something like that. And I was like, we're doing family style, but like I was trying to do my own thing, and I ordered like one beer, and the bill came out, and it was like, hey man, your portion of this is $380 or whatever.
Oh my
and I
God.
was like,
You're like,
oh,
you're like, the funny thing about that is I don't have $380.
Like,
yeah.
look,
Okay,
look, man,
I'll write you a check.
look,
Yeah.
man, here's the thing. I'm gonna write you a check and do me a favor.
I'm
don't
good for it.
cash this right away.
Cash it in 2 months.
Yeah. Wait at least 4 days until next Tuesday.
Wait until I don't match to a residency and get a real job and get a signing bonus, please. Thank you.
I will pay that back. Oh God, that is like the worst feeling in the world. It used to happen to me all the time in like Atlanta. I'd be like,
Yeah.
please God, let's not do this.
Yeah, like rich people are oblivious to that. When I say rich people, I just mean people who are like upper middle class. That's all I mean.
Yeah,
But like, like people that are oblivious to that, it's like, come on, like you're killing me here.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I can't. I
They're like,
literally
you-
cannot.
it is an interesting thing that someone would be like, they don't understand that someone doesn't have $200 to spend on like a meal. It's
Yeah.
like, this is just a meal. It's a
Like,
lot of
how-
money for a meal.
like,
It's a lot
Tell me,
of
how
money.
many seafood towers have I got where I'm just like, I'm paying for this because I want people to like experience the
Oh,
seafood
yeah,
tower.
yeah. Yeah.
And I just
Like,
love
you mean
seafood
my-
towers.
My intern year here in Chicago, and I was like, I'm not paying you back for
I was like, I want a seafood tower. Hey Tommy, do you want to split this in half? And he's
Yeah,
like,
I'd be like,
no.
yeah, like $0 is coming from me to you.
I feel like on my bachelor party, we had so many seafood towers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Also, that place sucked.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
that
the worst.
steakhouse, whatever.
They had rotten seafood towers.
Oh,
was
that's right.
red.
The
you know what?
clam smelled
I'm-
funky.
Yeah, I'm gonna name them Red the Steakhouse in Miami.
They're
That
probably
place
not
never-
there. They can't
never
recover it.
Eat
Oh, that place
there.
is awful. I hope they
There's,
went down.
there's no way. There's no way they're there.
Also, that one guy, we tried to change the channel on the TV that was blasting, and he
yeah,
like
the manager
screamed
got
at
mad.
us. Yeah,
The manager got mad that we wanted to change the channel because there
I mean,
was
that
like
guy,
some
he was
the
like,
NBA
"What?" do you-"
finals were on. It was like
Yeah.
LeBron versus Steph Curry.
It was also we
Right.
had our private room.
Yeah, he was like, "No, you can't change that." We're like, "Why
Yeah.
would we spend this money and not be able to change the?"
We had 12
Like,
people in a
That's
private
the
room.
ultimate, like
with our own
Miami
TV.
bro being like, "Oh, you think you're better than me?" It's like,
yeah,
oh
it
my
was, I
god,
was like, wow, we're
Yeah.
experiencing this right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Is that place still open?
Red the Steakhouse.
yeah,
I was kind of oblivious because I was having such a good time, so I didn't really pay attention to all this like
Yeah.
extracurricular stuff. Is it still
Ugh.
there?
it's
Yeah.
the worst. Don't go here.
Don't
Yeah.
go here, no matter what you do.
It's
South
terrible
Beach.
food. It's overpriced.
This place.
The service is horrific.
So bad. They literally gave me. We got literally this seafood tower, and this was all rotten seafood.
Yeah,
like literally smelled funky.
Yeah.
And
I can't go. I can't go over the guy not letting you change the channel.
That was our room.
This was literally the room that we were in.
Yeah. Worst steakhouse ever.
Private room with our own TV. We couldn't change the channel.
What if we just overturned the table?
That would have been hilarious.
I know.
Back in like the 50s.
Yeah.
Those are the days. Am I right?
Yeah. That was a fun trip though. It was
it was really fun.
Yeah. It was a great trip.
It was really fun.
I remember when Michael yelled at us for going to brunch that one day.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was trying to think about in the last episode.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to think about.
Wait, what was the reason for it? You guys did something stupid though.
No, we didn't do anything stupid. We went to brunch.
Yeah.
No, what was the reason though? First of all, you went an hour.
No, we didn't go an hour away. It was a 20-minute drive.
It did take longer than we expected. I will say that.
It was like a 20-minute drive.
A 20-minute? No, I remember specifically. It was an hour drive to get there and back.
It was not an hour drive.
It was categorically not an hour drive. It was less than 30 minutes.
Michael's like,
it was greater than 30 minutes.
Yeah, Michael's like, you had to take a flight back to Chicago and then come back down.
So what was the reason? Why was I so mad though? Because I don't care that you went to breakfast. There was a reason though. We had something to do or something.
You did care that we went to breakfast. We like six of us.
I wouldn't care that you ate.
You cared.
Oh,
you cared.
Was I not invited?
Yes, you were invited.
Everyone was invited.
But you wanted to go to the pool and like start having drinks at like 11 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Because we had plans, and you guys spent 3 hours going to some who the hell knows where.
Here's
brunch.
the problem: is once everyone gets into their 30s and you go out the night before and you're hanging out, and you wake up and it's like, I can't just immediately wake up and start drinking. I have to eat something. I have to ease into it because it's gonna be a whole day event. I can't just go right back into it. Michael's like, why aren't you having fun? It's like, I want breakfast. That's why I'm not.
Oh, that's what I think I was mad about because it's, when you're on these trips, you're there to hang out with your friends, not like each person go and do their own separate things. Like we're in this together.
Yeah, but we
are a team.
We spent 2 hours in the morning
in the car.
I don't care.
In between
in the car.
Yeah. He was so pissed. It was so funny.
Yeah, because I'm like, that's what it was. We were trying to get down there because like 11 or 12 o'clock or whatever was when we had the reservation, and they'll give those reservations like away ASAP, right? Because some rich crew will come in there, drop a couple thousand, and see you later, Cabana. But we had the reservation, and it was like, through a friend, and didn't want to ruin it. And you guys went on the damn 3 or 4 hour brunch.
This guy gets longer and longer every time he says it.
At your leisure, and and when we had plans, it doesn't mean you had to start partying immediately. You just had to be present.
we told you, we were like, all right, there's this group.
It was my party.
This is the drive. This is how long it took.
But it didn't take that long because there was traffic.
I will say the Uber driver took the wrong directions.
It's fine.
And circled around for a while. We were like,
that's fine. Okay,
Tommy, the voice of reason.
You think he doubled this? Okay, that's 20 minutes.
Yeah. Well,
no, it was.
It was at most 2 hours that we were gone.
Yeah, including like the actual brunch.
We got back
like, we're just gonna go grab a sandwich. You were gone forever.
We got back at like 12:30, and Michael's like, "You've been gone the entire day."
Yeah,
you might as well not come.
Yeah, might as well not come on the entire trip.
This place.
Then we proceeded to have fun for the next 15 hours straight, and we were fine.
We did it 16 hours.
15. Try like 36 hours.
Yeah, that's true. I was up until like 5 in the morning that day.
Yeah,
we were at Live, freaking dancing the night away.
Yeah, those are the days.
Damn. You were Edge lost every credit card roulette that entire trip.
And, we had to those watching, we had a friend. We did credit card roulette every meal,
which was crazy.
Everybody throws their credit card into a hat, and then the waiter pulls it out, and they keep pulling them out, and then the last two, it's one of those two, and then they pull the final credit card out, and that's who has to pay the entire bill for everybody.
And these bills were not small because it was 12 people at dinner. Plus 12, 13. I don't even know how many people are there.
It was like 15 people. Every meal.
So imagine everything was over $1,000 every meal.
Yeah.
Food and drink for everybody.
Was like this. The steakhouse was like
free for me.
It was free for me too.
Yeah.
So we had our friend Matt. Our friend Matt lost every single credit card roulette across every meal. It was just him. He just kept getting his name drawn every single time. And even the Sunday brunch right before the airport, we did it with 4 of us.
It was Tony, Don, me, you, and Edge. And it was
Yeah,
the 5
and
of us.
then he lost that one too.
Yeah, he lost it. One final thing, just on out the door.
One final. So we all ate for free the whole weekend.
Yeah.
The best part about it is his face. When he loses, he goes,
yeah, that's about right.
That's about right.
No,
he's completely stoic.
Yeah, no, it's honestly, it's hilarious. I know it's bad when he gets bad beats and stuff, but it's the funniest interaction I've ever seen. I've got another friend like it's so
his
funny.
Facial expression.
It's just
so he's just like, it's about right.
He's the mush when it comes to like luck.
It's so funny. He kills me, poor guy.
I've had trips where I've gone on absolute just epic heaters at the poker table, and he'll be losing every hand, getting it in as like a 90% favorite. And I'll just sit there, and we're going in opposite directions for like 48 hours.
He's like, good, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, he's like, oh, that's good.
And I'm like, oh, dude, this is great. Oh man, I love it here. And he's like, please leave me alone.
He's like, classic Jim. Classic Jim.
Yep.
Classic Jim heater.
God, what a fun trip though. I did enjoy that trip.
Tommy, when is your bachelor party going to be?
I don't know, Jim. I don't know where it should be at. Obviously, Vegas is always a good option, but that's mostly just for gambling.
Right.
But I don't know. I don't know where I would
South
do
Beach. South Beach is pretty fun.
Yeah, I don't think I would do it there.
South Beach is different these days. Yeah. It's not what it used to be.
My scene. Yeah.
I feel like Miami's more like it's turned into like a pure club scene. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like from brunch to the dinners to like, it's just pure like nightlife club scene.
Yeah.
That's what Miami is.
I wouldn't mind like a ski trip. Spooner did that for his. He had like a ski trip for like his bachelor party. And it was like, I didn't get to go because I was an intern at the time and I had zero money. And I was like, I literally can't afford to go, nor do I have the time to spend 3 days skiing. So I was like,
lift ticket? Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I remember I was calculating it out. I could only go for like 36 hours, just the way my schedule worked as an intern.
Yeah.
And I was like going through my head, calculating. I was like, I can't spend $3,000 in 36 hours. I was like, I can't go. I was like, I'm so sorry, but I was I can't make that.
Those lift tickets are highway robbery.
So, and like all the like hotel, the lodging and stuff, but that would be, I think now that would be fine because I'm the last holdout of all that. And I feel like everyone would be okay with that.
Yeah.
Is that like a Canada ski trip or something? That'd be fun.
I would do any of the above.
Yeah.
Tommy, do you think you're going to get married?
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think Caitlin wants to start a family?
No, I think she hates kids actually. Yeah.
She doesn't seem like she wants to like have kids or anything.
She never really likes kids. Videos of children she hates. She never likes those whatsoever. Yeah. The Beatrice cooking videos, she hates those too.
Yeah. I hate them too.
Yeah. Everyone hates them. We're like,
I'd be like, no. Clean up the table.
Yeah. Can you not make a mess? Just put it in the bowl, okay?
Just can you just crack it right for once? Can you crack it right?
I do like when she'll reach over. So for the reference, Jim's daughter does cooking videos on his wife's Instagram, and when she goes to mix, I love her. She never actually mixes. She goes
like no muscle.
She can't actually mix. She just slaps the spoon.
Yeah. And like as soon as it hits any resistance, it's like, oh, I can't do it.
There's no muscle. Yeah. There's no
so funny.
You get those triceps. Triceps working.
So her teeth brushing routine, she has to do the first round of toothpaste. And when she runs out of toothpaste, only then am I allowed to do it for her, brush her teeth.
Oh, okay.
And I have tried to like go early in that process and just kind of try to just short it and be like, here, let me just do it. Right.
Yeah.
And her grip turns into like a chimpanzee. And she holds on to the toothbrush and she goes, B do it. B do
wait, why does she always says B do this, B do that.
B do it.
She wants to do it.
B do it.
That's what I had no idea. This is my first kid for anybody watching, but I had no idea. I guess, but
I
like,
don't know.
like they have to, they get set on something, and it's like they need to like do it on their own or like participate all the time.
Yeah.
So there's this natural drive that she wants to help out around the house. She always, like, if I go into the kitchen while she's playing with toys in the living room, if she starts hearing the dishwasher open or like a cabinet open, she runs over, she goes, be do dishes, and she wants to help. Like it's her evolutionary drive to like help the family out and be productive.
She's providing for the family already.
So it's so crazy.
Yeah, she's
You'd be
gonna
like, "You got
job
this,
next
B."
week. Yeah,
And I'm like,
hey B,
Yeah.
what? Yeah, do it. That's fine.
yeah. And I'll be like, go throw this banana peel in the trash. And she'll go, yeah, banana trash. And then she like opens the trash and throws it. And I'm like, thank you.
Say,
And then-
Dad, beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited
Yeah.
for our trip down to Georgia. You get to
Oh yeah,
experience
let's
this
talk
first-
about that.
Are we gonna
Yeah,
do
let's-
a live
let's-
podcast or in
I
person?
think we
podcast?
should do a live podcast.
I would, but I don't know if we can bring all the camera gear and all that stuff down.
I'll
there.
bring my studio, aka a tiny tripod and phone.
Yeah,
I mean, you could
I-
do that. It's gonna be a long video.
yeah. Well, we can talk about this off air.
yeah, it'd be hard. But anyway, so we're back.
Yeah.
We're
We're gonna
So
be
we're-
going down to Georgia next weekend to hang out.
Yeah.
now I was just down there recently, but now I have to go back because Jim decided he wants to go back.
I do.
Right.
I do like how you guys were just there, and now you're like, "Oh, you guys are all going." You're like, "Well, I guess we're going too now."
Well, I can't do it. Let B go down there and me not be there.
That's the thing is, once B's going,
Yeah.
it's like, all right, well, yeah, no, I gotta
If
go.
Jim was going, I wouldn't care. But
Yeah,
now
right.
B is going down there, and B is in Georgia, and the whole family's gonna be there. I can't be the only one that's not there. I have FOMO. So
It's our first time at Mom's house, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you
his
can't miss
mom
out
always
that.
goes to see her, and then she
Yeah,
needs to go out and explore and all that stuff.
Yeah, she
Just
gets to
go
go
in
see
the
the
woods.
woods.
Yeah.
Ooh, she's
Ride the
down south in
four-wheeler.
Georgia. Yeah, riding a 4-wheeler, shooting guns. She's
Right.
gonna go hunting. It's gonna be a real good occasion for her. I
Real
think.
Southern experience.
Yeah.
She's gonna skin her own kill and make a centerpiece out of a bear skin.
Yeah. She's gonna taxidermy the
Yeah.
deer, the whitetail that are down
That'd be
there.
fun. So we'll be there the whole weekend. You're staying longer though, no? Right, Jim?
Yeah. I'm saying just like one extra day, and then we're going.
Yeah,
home.
we'll have a little party. We'll hang out, relax.
Little podcast action. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I
We'll
love
do
going
a
down
live-
there.
a live podcast with the brother.
So it probably won't be live.
Yeah, it most certainly will not be live.
So I was gonna say two things revolve around TikTok before we get into the vet questions.
Bad question.
Two things is one, the chiropractor video that got taken down last week has been recovered on my TikTok.
Hey,
And
It's resurfaced like the Titanic wreckage.
but the problem is I get pissed off because when that video is catching so much traction and it's like 1 second away from like going real
Yeah,
viral.
It's not.
and
it's not
then they're
blowing
like
up the way it should.
boom, cut it off for 2 days, and then all of a sudden they're like, and then they re-release it and nobody watches it.
yeah, and doesn't
I'm
see
like-
the light of day after that.
Thanks for all that. And they're like, oh, sorry, we made a mistake. Cool.
Yeah, sweet. Thank you. I
And
appreciate
then,
that.
but then I made another video and it did pretty well. On the
There you go.
same-
What was your video
same-
about?
Same kind of topic. Just absolute god awful misinformation, chiropractor
Okay.
misinformation, which I don't understand how they can get away with that stuff because you can't just make completely blanket false, invalid claims, medical claims to a patient
Yeah,
and be like, this is why I'm treating you, and then treat them and bill them. How is that
Yeah.
not fraud?
well, that's why. Like, I don't get how, like, just in general medicine, people are always like, why can't you like recommend the carnivore diet? It's like because there's not enough information to appropriately say this is okay for you to do, so we can't say it. So you just don't.
Yeah.
Whereas they're like, there's not enough information, but we're gonna do it anyway. It's like that's not.
Well, it's not even
how-
that. It's gross misinformation. Like it's just making a completely inaccurate claim and then billing for fixing that claim. It'd be like, oh well, your shoulder feels out of place, so I'm going to put it back in place.
Yeah.
Here's a bill. Like what? It's not. It's fine.
Well, there's no way to
Yeah.
like track it either. So
That's what I'm
it's-
saying. That's the problem too. Is like, and that's the other thing that they're like, oh, I'm adjusting L2, L3. Like, I mean,
Are you though?
there's no way they are, and there's no way for you to tell that they aren't.
Yeah.
So
have you guys seen the veterinary chiropractic stuff
yes,
that I post?
it's even worse.
Oh,
Even worse.
that's horrible. I'm like those.
And look, I
so
want to make
bad.
it very clear. I don't have a problem with chiropractors because, there's not much data to support them, but placebo effect is a hell of a drug, right? So
Yeah.
if people get relief from going to the chiropractor, go for it. It's
And
like
you
the
want to
same
spend the
with-
money? Be my guest.
Go for it. If it helps you, you like it, and you feel better from it, sounds good. But there are chiropractors that are really good and they actually care about their patients, and then there are completely like money hungry. It's like any profession,
Yeah.
But
I definitely have a problem with veterinary chiropractors because I think there's more risk associated with it compared to with humans.
probably.
Yeah.
Just nobody seems to factor in the fact that most of the dogs that they're doing work on are chondrodystrophic.
Yeah. That seems like a terrible situation because at least in human medicine, they don't they kind of steer away from that kind of stuff.
So like when humans, not to get too nitty gritty about medicine here, but I mean we are doctors, so it's got to come up sometime, right? Can't just talk about Six Flags all day, right?
Am I right?
So when humans herniate a disc, most of the time it's a Hansen type 2, right? Where it's like a protrusion.
Yes.
I
It's
don't
not a-
know
it's-
most of the time, but yeah.
It's a bulge or a
well, like-
protrusion.
That's
Right.
more
It's-
common. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So in dogs, like that are dachshund types and French bulldogs, they have a type 1 most of the time, where the
Which is?
nucleus of the nucleus of the disc, the center part of that jelly donut,
Extrusion.
blows up through their disc, the outer rim, and then slams into their spinal cord. So there's stuff from the center of the disc that is herniated out and is sitting and pushing on the spinal cord.
Squeeze out. It goes. It's like a little zit.
Yeah, it's
Gotcha,
like a zit going boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just
And-
pops out.
And it really damages the spinal cord. There is no manual manipulation of the spine in a dog that does anything for that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't manually move it around where the
Same with humans.
Yeah.
I mean,
Where the disc
no.
of meat that's sitting in the spinal canal
And
is
so-
just like now it's
and
not
so
messing with stuff.
what these chiropractors will do on TikTok is they'll show a before and after of a dog they do work on, and they'll be like, look, he's walking. But they never show the full exam. They show a very brief little moment. And what I see when I see that brief little moment is like the dog has voluntary motor, like they're not paralyzed.
Mhm.
And when they show the after video, the dog's like marginally better than he was beforehand, but they're not showing the whole story. And they're implying heavily that chiropractic did this.
Yeah.
And we know that dogs who herniate a disc, a lot of times they just get better on their own without surgery anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're not applying the proper like control to this
Well,
experiment. They're
That's the
not
problem.
doing nothing and comparing it to placebo.
Yeah.
Also, the thing is you literally should not be manipulating the spine of a human or an animal with a herniated disc,
Yeah.
Right.
with spinal cord compression.
It's like worst case scenario.
Like that's literally
it's
the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
Literally contraindicated. A. B. These people aren't veterinarians. And
Yeah.
they're somehow able to do something. So it's like, are you practicing veterinary medicine or not? If you
So-
are, you're breaking the law. And if you're not, then you're not doing anything.
Where are
Yeah.
they?
Like, what?
Where are they getting the? Are they going to like a school that's like, a
Dude, they go
fake
to a
chiropractic certification for
They go to a
animals?
certifier course that they get certified in like
That's
being
just
able to
any
treat
old
animals
freaking
all of a
Joe
sudden.
that just was like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, just
Yeah.
crack the
They'll-
spine.
Tommy, they'll do adjustments on bearded dragons, birds,
Oh, come on.
snakes, horses, cows,
Someone on a puppy.
3,000-pound oxen.
First of all,
they,
you're not moving an oxen's
Spine.
vertebrae at all. That thing's
And
not
they
First of all,
make-
you're not even penetrating the hide with your
Yeah.
hands.
You're not
First of
doing
all,
anything.
of course
you
not.
think you're adjusting an enormous bison
A
spine?
2,000-pound bison has this
Dude.
big of a muscle that's stopping it.
Like,
there
You
was
need a
there was
crane.
one guy I called him. There was one guy I called out on TikTok is Dr. Jordan Whitley, and one of his videos he's telling a client, yeah, horses, they don't have a corpus callosum, so when you adjust them on one side, you have to adjust them on the other side.
Oh, that's right. They like don't.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, first of all, they have a corpus callosum. Like,
It
you think
takes
they're just a,
odd MRI to figure that out.
you think they're just a unique mammal with like no communication between their cerebral hemispheres?
They're the only. They're
Yeah,
the
like
only
how is that even
mammals.
possible?
Where are you coming up with this?
They don't have a corpus callosum.
Even
no
if
common shore?
Yeah.
even if that was true, how is a neck manipulation somehow relatable to that?
Yeah. It's
What are you
like-
talking about?
there's no communication.
I saw one of he was doing a horse and he was like palpating and he was like, yeah, the shoulder's out of place here.
Yeah.
And he like literally just
Yeah.
pressed on the horse, which obviously you can't move a horse's shoulder,
Yeah.
even if it
No.
was out of place. I mean, you
No.
literally need like a bulldozer to like yank it
And
if it was
then
out of place.
If you
And he
try,
goes-
if you go
Well,
ahead.
he adjusted it, and the horse was literally like,
Yeah.
he's
they do
like
horse
he's
sounds.
like, good boy.
Yeah. He's like,
See,
he's
he's
better
like,
now. Like,
see?
how do you know? What are you basing that off of?
Did
No,
you
he feels it.
see
He's
the
like,
one?
yeah, mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Because any noise they make, they interpret as like, oh, did you see that relief that they
That's
experience?
relief. Yeah.
How about he was like, get the F off
give-
me.
Yeah.
That's just a horse making noise. Like,
Yeah.
it's just horse noise.
He's just hungry.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
That's true.
And
Any noise they make, they're like, no, that's good. Yeah.
Did you
they
see
have
the
to
one
do
where he was manipulating a turkey neck that I did on my TikTok?
I mean, what is that?
a turkey neck?
Hold on.
First of
Go
all, why
ahead.
does a
Go little
turkey
too
need
hard, you're gonna have
adjustment?
Turkey. Yeah.
Why are you
What did
just
the-
a turkey?
What did the turkey say to you? That was like, oh, I need an
This is-
adjustment for this.
Browsing through the grass, and he's like, this turkey has some adjustment he needs.
I think
Yeah.
his head was sideways or something. Like he had
Oh,
torticollis.
God, turkey
I'm gonna-
torticollis.
Right. Hold on
How
one
about you make
second.
that a turkey dinner? Am I right?
Does a turkey have a
Edit.
sternocleidomastoid?
I don't know.
I can't imagine they have one. Yeah, there's no shot they do.
Hold on. I'm gonna get these two videos sent
me
to
see
my
if they do.
computer.
All right, I'll wait.
Or maybe
So-
can I pull up TikToks on Google?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Should be able
Let's
to.
try
At least.
that. Then we can edit. Oh, nice. Here we go. Just do this. This is perfect. Okay.
When I type in turkey sternocleidomastoid, mostly comes up as turkey neck.
That's hilarious. Okay. So we'll let this be the vet corner.
Wait,
Because I'm talking
also,
about vet
yeah, this
stuff.
will be the vet corner, but also that one video you did with the moon going over that should have gotten more views. That was
Which
pretty
one?
funny. That
Which
second
one?
one, second to the top one.
Oh, the pus. I
Yeah.
thought that was.
I mean, that's a
hilarious.
good video.
I
You
know.
know?
I don't know. That didn't go anywhere.
Actually,
know?
so that came across my page and it made me legit laugh. I was like,
TikTok
oh, God, that's
gods
funny.
didn't like it that day.
The that filter is so,
It's
damn
fu-
funny
It's so
I know.
funny, man.
because you don't have to do anything. You just have to
No.
have an inquisitive look on your
It's
face.
just-
And it takes care of all
It's
everything.
it's so funny. So whoever thought of that is hilarious.
I mean, what is this?
I mean, look at this guy.
I can't even. I mean, there's no
What was that
sound,
guy?
but
Sporky Horse Chiropractor. Oh, this guy.
what is he even doing to that? I almost like if he just broke the turkey's neck, like what would he do? You just feel like, oh, that's part of it, because like it
Oops,
has to
a
be really
little
fragile,
too
right?
far. Yeah.
Look at him. He's like,
Like,
"Mhm,
listen
T3."
to what they say about the turkey.
I can't hear it. It's all on your headphones. I
yeah.
can't hear.
Oh,
Jim's an idiot. No big deal.
I don't know. How
I
to
mean, look
change
at-
the sound.
Dude, he's just arbitrarily moving his hand.
He's literally just massaging his neck.
Yeah.
The owner of the turkey's going. The owner's. Oh my god.
I can't believe that. He's petting the turkey. And that thing's
The
brain. is
turkey's
so
like,
tiny.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
So the owner at some point was like, "Oh, I can feel her mouth releasing on my finger as you do this. She's feeling so much better."
Oh my god.
And the turkey just gets up and goes.
like,
Well, that's why.
There's
I mean, that turkey
there's
has
no-
no idea what's going on.
And also, he did literally nothing
No,
to that turkey.
He didn't do anything.
Now, this one is the most outright incorrect.
Yeah, we're not
on,
gonna
where's
have sound
the-
out.
Yeah, I know.
Bubby.
I hate when they start running the handle on the back like that, and then they just
I know.
hyperextend it. It drives
You
me
can't-
insane.
Yeah.
So what she does here is, so this reflex is called a paniculus reflex. All right. So this is a reflex that it's the same. There's a muscle called the cutaneous trunci muscle in their back, and it allows them to move their skin around and twitch to get like bugs off and stuff like that.
Okay.
And if you touch it, you'll elicit the reflex. It's a normal reflex.
Yeah.
Right.
So she's saying. So she's saying this is a sign of pain when they.
So she's interpreting a normal reflex as a sign of pain. Normal reflex.
And she's saying this is one way to tell if your dog has back pain, and then she does this paniculus reflex.
Wow, that's very wow.
Which
Good for her.
Which is right.
Oh, hang on one second.
So this is like a part of our normal exam. Like this is something you note that's intact or not. And when dogs are paralyzed, it'll cut off at a certain spot and tell you like about where the injury is. Right.
Dare I say this is very manipulative to the owner?
Yeah. A zing.
So
they're like, oh wow,
she's feeling for it, and then she does whatever that is.
I look at her, she's like listening to it.
Now here's the most important part. When she goes at the end, and now when she looks for it the second time, she doesn't press as hard on the back.
Right.
So she doesn't elicit the mechanical aspect of like. See how
she's
barely doing it.
She is.
She the first time she squeezed and it like they had the reflex, and the second time she just pet him.
Well, this is why we're doing this. We're exposing.
Exposing.
This
I love it. We're investigative journalists.
Here's the thing. They think that like people don't know this.
Yeah.
And most people don't.
They're banking on it. I didn't know it. What the hell? I don't know. You know what? I know.
She might not know it. She was probably taught by somebody either at her certification class or in chiropractic school that like this is a thing to look for.
And it just trickled down and you have no idea to be like, maybe this is wrong.
This is a total joke.
All right, enough of Jim's TikTok. Can we get to the vet corner now?
All right, vet corner.
I'm getting tired. It's so late. It's 11:15.
I've been eating since 12. I'm dying right now. Vet corner.
Okay, guys.
Question, Jim. Harry.
All right.
Harry.
Laura Catherine from Instagram says, what are your thoughts on neutering or spaying once a dog is an adult as opposed to when they're puppies? This is a very common question.
Didn't we do this one last time?
Yeah, but we cut it, I think.
We cut it.
Oh, we did?
Okay. It was not prepared.
I was not prepared. So basically, a study came out that looked at it just tells you how to make a decision about this based on the breed of your dog. And they looked at the time at which they are neutered or spayed, and then the risk of developing various joint disorders, mainly like osteoarthritis, because some of these giant breed dogs will just literally break down with horrible OA of all their joints.
Yeah.
And then also a bunch of different cancers. And so what they found was that in general, you want to wait to spay or neuter, you want to wait to neuter a dog a little bit later, the bigger they are. But in general too, they have a huge table here of all the breeds they looked at on this study. So let me share the screen.
Share it up.
But this, go to the top here. So anybody who is wondering this question, just read this paper. This will do what it says: assist decision-making on age of neutering.
Yeah, it's like it was made for that.
Or 35 years of dog. When was I just made for that?
Who would have thought?
And then this is a table from the study. So like some breeds you can just choose whenever you want to. It doesn't seem to matter. But then other breeds like Doberman Pinscher, it's saying you might want to leave them intact, honestly, because of the problems they get.
So
and then
is there like the bigger they are, the longer you wait? So
that's pretty much it. And so most general practice doctors are waiting longer to neuter.
Okay, because I saw like Bernese Mountain Dog, Saint Bernard, they're all like 11 months versus like choice.
You want to wait a little bit. So
to sum it up, if you have a question, you go to that chart, find your dog breed, and it'll tell you the recommended spay or neuter.
But also read the paper too, and maybe Michael can post it in the description below, the link.
Yeah,
and
put in the link.
If they're a mutt, it seems like the bigger the longer. So if they're going to be a big dog, just wait a little while.
Yeah. So that pretty much settles that. And then let's see. I got another question.
We're doing another question.
This will be quick.
Okay.
All right, quick question. We'll end it real quick.
Question.
Because Michael's falling asleep.
So I had two people ask me how, and this is a very common question I get at my job. How do you prevent a disc herniation in a dog? And the short answer is you can't prevent. There's nothing you can do to definitively prevent it. And a lot of people think that if you have a dachshund, you should just not let them jump or play or anything like that. But there's a study that showed that actually the more active dachshunds are, the less likely they are to herniate a disc. And I think this goes into the whole philosophy of like being sedentary is just not healthy for you.
Yeah. Strengthen your core.
Yeah, you have to be fit and like a low body weight and active and mobile and all that. So I tell pet owners that I wouldn't try to worry about it. If it's going to happen, that being a disc herniation, it's just a predestined thing. And your dachshund going up and down stairs or jumping down from a couch, that's not what popped their disc. They simply have degenerative discs.
Yeah, they have degenerative disc. It was going to happen at some point, probably.
Yeah. So don't like lock your dog up in a cage for their entire life, just fearing the worst. But there really isn't anything you can do to prevent it overall. There's no like supplements or anything like that. It's a genetic problem.
Now, is there a correlation, like speaking of the movement, of like increased incidence of herniated disc in overweight dogs or like Dachshunds or like brachycephalic? There's not an incident. Okay.
No, because the problem is purely due to chondrodystrophy.
Okay.
It's not due to weight.
But it's not worse than like chondrodysplastic dogs. It's not worse if they're overweight versus like appropriate weight.
No, not really, because again, dogs get fat in different ways. Like they don't get like heart disease like people get.
They don't get
like,
human
fat, cardiovascular stuff, and like diabetes and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like, that doesn't seem to matter.
All right.
So, yeah.
Oh,
good to know.
So there's the vet. There's the vet corner. And I've seen horrifically fat dogs go from paralyzed to walking in like 3 days after doing surgery.
I gotta be honest, fat dogs are hilarious to me.
Yeah, I mean,
so funny.
I've done surgeries where there's just like this much fat to go through before I start seeing bone. I'm like, oh my god. But then they
just as sweet as ever too.
Yeah, and then like 3 days later, they're like, hey, I'm starting to walk again.
Yeah, they're like,
we back.
And then the owners are like, I'm gonna get them. They're gonna lose weight now. I'm gonna do it. And it's just like a person.
Yeah, it's so funny.
God,
I love it.
Oh, all right, so that officially concludes Vet Corner. That officially concludes episode number 6, the late night edition.
So late.
Not do this again.
I'm so tired right now. we have to do this next week. Just Tommy.
One more time.
Tommy, everything's for Tommy.
Oh,
I still work on it next week.
We just cater around Tommy's life.
Are you guys
literally a catering business?
Maybe we could do a morning if you guys have a.
Michael, what time do you have to wake up tomorrow?
Are you off Tuesday next week, Jim?
Yeah.
Me too. Let's do morning.
Ooh, yeah, I can do a morning.
Morning. Thank God.
I need that in my life.
Yeah.
All right.
Michael, what time do you have to wake up tomorrow?
6.
Yeah, that's when I have to wake up.
Yeah.
Oof.
I was going to go to workout tomorrow, but then I canceled because I knew this was going to be late.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'll be tired.
Working out in the morning.
I literally canceled it today because I was like, I can't do that tomorrow.
There's no way.
Yeah.
But Tommy,
my alarm clock will be Beatrice going.
Mine will be not, because Andrana's in Florida. I'm home alone. All I have is just free bed and.
What's that like?
Feels good. Feels good.
Oh man,
leaving the dirty dishes out in the sink. Not getting yelled at.
Are you really?
I mean, I have like one dish.
Yeah.
But one dish is too many in Andrana's house.
Yeah.
One dish.
I know that there's like a dish in the sink. If she saw that, she'd be like, "This is literally so disgusting, Michael. I can't even."
I'd be like, "I just ate."
Oh.
Michael, get your disgusting face out of here. Let me clean the kitchen. You're literally so disgusting.
I'm like, literally just finished my coffee and put it down.
Yeah.
Michael,
you're still drinking it. She's like, gross. Put that in the sink.
All right. Let's end this podcast. We'll see you on the next one. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to whatever listening service you use to listen to this podcast.
And don't listen to Michael's investment advice because I'm losing money.
What investment advice did I give you?
Freaking every stock you tell me to buy instantly goes down 80%.
Okay, name a stock that didn't go down 80%.
It's called the market.
No.
Name
well,
one. Name one.
Tattooed chef.
It went down farther than 80%.
No.
You're right. It didn't go at 80%. It went 90.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, okay.
All right. We'll see you on the next one.
All right. See you later.